Hey buddy, it's Donna. Just leaving a message saying I saw your little, I guess it's the bad comic, the bad cartoon thing, and in the Boise Weekly, and I found it in the December 2nd issue. That's really funny with the little dog, quick little neuter meme. Anyway, by the time you get this message, I'll be leaving a message, so I will. Dude, it's Roger. Hey, it's Boise Weekly. Your comic is in it, dude. You're under the finalists. Donna had texted Dana and told her about it, and I called her and confirmed it. So grab Boise Weekly. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
The story behind those two messages is a few weeks ago, one of our local newspapers, the Boise Weekly, was running their annual comic contest, or annual bad comic contest, which is where you enter a comic strip in hopes of winning first place, which is a full 52 weeks of publishing through their newspaper and a weekly paycheck. What that amount is, I don't know. I never looked it up, and I doubt it would be much since it's a free newspaper. But aside from that, my friend Roger and I, Roger plays Bubba in the Alley P show, he and I both entered in the comic contest. He got a phone call a week or so ago saying that he was a finalist. I got nothing. So I figured, well, they didn't like my comic. Well, the reality came about that yesterday I got a phone call from Roger and my friend Donna. She plays Carmen in the LAP show. Both of them, you heard, telling me that I was published in there. Now, I didn't place first, second, or third, but I did get printed in it. What I entered in was a 2-panel comic strip, which is kind of like The Far Side or Mother Goose and Grimm. And it had, the 2 panels are completely separate from each other. So they don't, connect like a Garfield 3-panel story or anything like that. There's one panel is one story, the other panel is another story. The first panel was a boy eating an apple and the worm looking at him saying, "Have you seen my better half?" The second one is 2 dogs reading a canine human dictionary, one of them asking the other, "Quick, what does neuter mean?" Well, they printed the dog one in the newspaper, and it came with "Too bad they never looked up Don't Pee on the Carpet" award, which obviously I don't get anything for it but the printing, but still I'm happy with that. So I'm going to show you what the strip looked like, and then I'm going to explain my comic strip to you after that. This is the comic strip that I entered in. The dog writes, "Quick, what does neuter mean?" while the other dog is holding a canine human dictionary. Anyway, the story behind Wingnuts and Cashews is, one day when I was thinking of a name for my comic strip, I thought of 2 of my best friends' nicknames. We were being silly one day, and one of them popped off with that he was a wingnut and the other was a cashew, and I said, "Oh, you're nuts." So it stuck. One's a wingnut, one's a cashew. And I was thinking of a title for my comic strip, so I decided to name it after them. They both loved it, and that was that. Now, I used to run 3 comic strips. One was the Alley Pooch comic strip. The second was my Wingnuts and Cashews, and the third was Spook. Now, Alley Pooch and the characters in that strip, and Spook and the characters in that strip, which actually only ran maybe 3 strips, all got turned into puppets. Wingnuts and Cashews, so far, is still only a comic strip. Maybe I'll put some of those characters in the show someday. Never can tell. Okay, bye.